What you're about to see is probably the only remaining map of the firebombing of Dresden on the 13th of the 2nd, 1945. As I move closer, you will see this valuable there's a plotting series. Edition of June 1944. Western German sheet NW 48-1. Now down the side we will see the calculations of the pilot, and the navigator. Now, as I move across, up on the left-hand side is England. Now, it's got the times and the number of aircraft leaving the air bases for Dresden on that fatal night. There's London, the Thames, and the times. You'll see the flight paths of the bombers across the English Channel into France. Times and the dates as they made their way across Europe to Dresden. As I said, I do believe this is the only existing map of its type left, and a very rare piece of war memorabilia. Now the final destination was Dresden, in the oil fields at Rositz, just outside Dresden. You'll see the times, the aircraft, and the bombers reached Dresden and dropped their bombs and made their way home. Also was the oil fields just outside Dresden. Now you'll see the times on here, and as they make their way back from Germany back to France and England. Now as this was the early hours of the 13th the 2nd 1945, other waves of bombers were on their way over, and it wasn't until the early hours of the 14th of the 2nd, 1945, that the raids were actually finished and Dresden was actually virtually wiped off the face of the earth. Now these are the flight paths and the times as the bombers made their way back to England and France Air Force bases. Now I'm going to turn this map over onto the rear side, because on the other side of the map Sergeant Gherkin, M, Rosettes, 13th the 2nd 1945. So the pilot has actually signed the back of the map. I've been told over the years that after each bombing mission, maps were destroyed and new ones produced. I've also been told over the years that this may be the only one of its type left in the world. It's been laminated to protect it because it's over 60 years old now, and I've had it laminated about 10 years ago just to protect it. I live in Australia and I would like some feedback from pilots, gunners or navigators who were on those bombing missions to Dresden, or people from Dresden who were survivors of Dresden, to give me some feedback on this information on this map. Now, my phone number and my email addresses and everything that's required for feedback is on YouTube, where this will be posted. Over the years, a lot of people have seen this map, and I've always said no, it's not for sale. But maybe, as I'm 60 now and other members of the family are not interested, maybe it could be for sale or to a museum. But I do believe, and others do believe, it's the only last remaining map of the destruction of Dresden on the 13th of the 2nd 1945. Thank you for watching my video.